Hi, welcome to PA School. Thank you, I'm so excited. You have 48 hours to learn 6,000 pages of material. Good luck! Hey fam, my name is also Fam, and today I'm going to give you an update on how PA School is going. Today is Sunday, November 21st, and I officially finished my 13th week of PA School. If you're looking for my 11th week update, I didn't make one. It's because I didn't think anyone would notice. I just didn't expect you guys to pay attention, I guess. I'm absolutely flattered that you guys did notice and you asked me about it, so here I am making another bi-weekly video of PA School. As you have probably already guessed, the past few weeks have been crazy, so I will be referring to my psychotic calendar to tell you about what I have been up to. So I think we left off with me finishing my last set of exams with one assessment coming up, which went well, by the way. And then I had to take care of some personal stuff, and I had to take multiple day trips to take care of that, which took up a lot of my time. The following week, we had an insane amount of quizzes, and I lost track of how many I've had. And I also had a bunch of assignments that I had to do, of course. But the main thing I was preparing for was a project. So that was around the last week of October, and this project was the first week of November, along with a few other papers that I had to write. So last week I had a physical diagnosis assessment, I had a clinical medicine exam, and I had a physiology exam. So I've been pretty busy. It was pretty much a non-stop studying session over the past 2 weeks. And I even pulled my first all-nighter in PA School. So my physio exam was on the 19th of November, and I thought I was prepared for it, but turns out I wasn't. So panic kicked in naturally the day before, and I went full on studying mode. So Thursday morning on November 18th, I woke up at 6 a.m., did my daily routine, went to class, came home, and then I started studying. I had an individual study session for a couple hours until I think 1 p.m., at which time I went over to a friend's house and we started our group studying, which lasted until midnight. So you heard that correctly. That was an 11-hour study session that we had. Obviously, we took a break in between for lunch/dinner, and my husband was so sweet. He came over to my study session and he brought me dinner so I could eat because he knew I was stressing over this exam. So finally at midnight we called it a day, and we decided that either we know it at this point or we don't. So I, being the panicky person that I am, got home at midnight, or maybe like 12:15 or whatever, and I decided that my exam is the next morning at 8 a.m., which gives me 7 hours and 45 minutes to keep studying. It may not have been my brightest idea, but anyway, I was not well prepared for this exam at all, so I went and sat down and I started studying again. So from 12:20, 12:30-ish, I started studying until 7:15 or 7:20 a.m. Mind you, I woke up at Thursday at 6 a.m. and now it is Friday morning at 7:20 a.m. and I have not yet slept. So, I get ready and I head over to my exam, and thankfully I did really, really well, and I was awake enough to get through the whole thing. And then after my exam, that's when it hit me. I was so tired. But we had a 2-hour lecture for clinical medicine, and I was not ready for it. So of course I showed up to class on time, and I was dead like a zombie. And she was teaching all this difficult material that was just not making any connections in my brain, so I just sat there like, I'm listening. But in reality, probably did not retain a lot from that lecture, so I definitely have to go back and review that a couple times. But I was finally done probably around 12:30, and then I got home. But then I had a meeting that I had to attend at 1 p.m. online. And I was expecting that meeting to be about an hour, but it turned out to be an hour and a half. So now it's Friday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. and I'm so tired that I can't even fall asleep. It was that type of tired. So I figured, hey, might as well work on that assignment that I have due tonight. So I started working on that, took me a couple hours, got it done, turned that in. And then finally my husband came home, and I hadn't seen him for like the past 2 weeks because I've been so busy studying, and I felt like I wanted to hang out with him, so I did. And next thing you know, it was like 10 p.m. or maybe 11 p.m. Friday night, and I still hadn't slept. So it was 41 hours of just being awake, and it was brutal. And I'm not planning on repeating that, hopefully ever, but I probably might. But sometimes, despite how much you prepare ahead of time, you might still have to pull an all-nighter because there's so much material in grad school and you are being tested on everything all the time. So thankfully I have been able to avoid it all this time, but I'm just glad that it's over and I absolutely do not recommend it. It was not a good time. Besides dying over all the studying that I had to do, I also had the opportunity to volunteer at the white coat ceremony of the upperclassmen. So I don't get to have my white coat yet. In my program, what happens is they wait till you're done with your didactic year and then they give you the white coat. So it's like you have to kind of earn it. So the class ahead of me, the class of 2022, finally got their white coats last couple weeks ago. Everything is blending in. I don't know what week this happened. I think it was probably like 2 weeks ago. But it was absolutely amazing to be in that ceremony and to just be a part of the event. I was definitely stressing about studying for my exam, so I may have been a little on edge, but I still appreciated the opportunity. It was really nice because I heard the professors talk about the class and how proud they are of the students, and got a little glimpse of the students' lives because they made like a video of their didactic year, which was so cute. And it was just so inspiring because that is going to be me, hopefully next year. And it was just so beautiful when they were walking up on the stage and they get to put their white coat on. And they had a big slide in the background with their information and their picture. And I thought it was so awesome, and I'm just really looking forward to mine. And besides all the insane amount of schoolwork that I had to do, I also made some time for my friends, of course. Went out to dinner a couple times and lunches and brunches, and we went to the movies quite a lot because that is my stress relief right now. And I really felt like I needed to go escape into another world at the movies. So those are my highlights of the past 4 weeks. I'm not truly sure if I'll be able to make a bi-weekly video in 2 weeks because that is when finals week is starting and it is going to be very stressful and I genuinely don't know if I'll be able to make the time. But if I do get the chance, of course I'll post another video. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you after the semester is over and hopefully I have passed all my exams. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for checking in on me. I really appreciate your comments. They give me the motivation to keep going. And as always, my name is Fam, and if you're interested in my PA journey, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.